Hello. Francesco here. Today I want to share a concept that came to me today while I was preparing some food, while I was listening to one of the mentors I have. And the concept is that we are sponges. So I feel very peaceful inside. I have this great inner peace in me like never before, and on the same time I have this big power I feel again within me, and I never felt more healthy in my whole life. I feel the healthiest right now. I wouldn't even believe that I could get this healthy, but it wasn't always like this. And a few years ago I was in exactly the opposite situation, where I was very nervous, I was very conflictual with myself, with the others, and I was expecting anything to happen to me anytime because I was on a daily basis destroying my health. So at one point I decided that I needed to change this, and I started working towards it, and now I'm here. But I want to share what I've learned because I believe it's very valuable, and believe that my life would be wasted if I don't share these things that I've learned. So, going back to the sponges, there is Tony Robbins is the biggest transformational coach, personal development mentor there is maybe in the world. Probably is the number one in the world. And what he goes on about very often is this concept of modeling. So when you want something, you have to find somebody who already has achieved what you want and learn from him. And this is quite straightforward concept, but this is to share with you the power of this. I want to tell you a few things. So one thing is that when I was working constructions when I was 17 years old, when I just started, I didn't know what to do. I knew nothing about anything. And this man who I was working with, who I used to call him uncle, even though he wasn't my uncle, he did this for 40 years. It was very good. And the way he would put the lime on the bricks, it was like an artist. He was grabbing the lime with this scoop and pam, and it was amazing to see him. But eventually, working with him every day, I end up doing the same. And he never told me grab the thing like this and do like this and then do like that. Just by being with him, just by working with him, I started doing the exact same movement, the exact same artistic movement. Another thing that I've heard from a training, I don't remember in which context, but the trainer was asking this question. If you had an orange and you squeeze it, what do you think it would come out of the orange? And the answer is simple, it's orange juice. And now if you take a lemon and you squeeze a lemon, what would come out from the lemon? And again, the answer is lemon juice. And so this concept of the sponges, it related to me with these questions, because the information that I absorb, the people I'm with, the things I watch on YouTube, the things I read, they all get absorbed. And the moment I feel the pressure, the moment I'm under pressure, what do you think is going to come out? They're going to come out these things. The concept I learned from them, the way of dealing with things that I learned from them. So another story that I can tell you about this is when I wanted to learn English. Like, I wasn't born learning English. Until 22 years old, I knew zero. I didn't know how to speak English. I didn't know anything. And I moved to London, and I was working in a restaurant. I was doing almost washing dishes. It wasn't the last, the cheapest job I could do. It was the second cheapest job, which was a runner. I was running food from the kitchen to the floor. And for me, learning English, it means I could move above. I could make some more money, do a different thing. So I really wanted to learn English, but I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do. Like, okay, I want to learn English, but how to do it? And the thing that I realized, that the most impactful thing that I could do is to hang out with people who already speak English, to be with them. And so I started doing it. But in the beginning, it was very difficult because I would be among these people. Like, for example, when the job at the restaurant would be over, instead of going straight home, I would stay with these people that they hang out for a beer. But the reason why I didn't stay so far, it was because I couldn't understand anything. So I would go straight home and, and do my things. But since the moment I decided to stay, at the beginning it was difficult because I wouldn't understand anything. They would make jokes, laugh, and do all kind of things. And I was like this, like an idiot, not knowing what was going on. But eventually, days after days after days after months, I started learning a few things, and I started interacting with them, and then I started reading in English. I started watching movies in English, which also was difficult because I would watch a movie and I wouldn't understand anything. I would read a book and I would understand 10% of the things I was reading. It was very hard, but at the end, it paid off. At the end, I've learned. Now I'm expressing myself. I can express myself fully, even better than I express myself when I speak Italian, just because I hang out with the people who are speaking in English. So what I learned from all this is that if I feel stuck, that I want to reach a certain result, the quickest way for me to reach that result is to find the person who already achieved what I want to achieve, and at least hang out with him. And if I cannot hang out with him because he's some kind of big influencer or doesn't know me, I can still listen to his videos, I can read his books, I can learn, do his courses, and even the people who, they slightly have what I want to hang out with people like them because I can learn by osmosis, like my uncle, like I learned with my uncle how to toss the lime on the wall. And that's the learning. So if you're stuck and you want to achieve something, if you keep listening to the same information, watching the same videos, hanging out with the same people, you will get the same exact result that you have now, the same exact result that the people around you have, the same exact result that the people in the videos had. If you want different thing, like for example, if you want to lose weight, you want to start hanging around people who lost weight, who now they're in their ideal shape, and before they were in your weight. Or if you want to start your own business, you're not gonna ask your parents if they don't have their own business. You're not gonna talk to your friends about it if they don't have their own business. You're gonna find somebody who has already achieved that, who has already a successful business, and hang out with him. Speak with him, talk to him, listen to him, see what he does, see what he talks about. So this can completely transform any areas of your life, And so this is what I have for today. We are sponges. From today, I want your next step to be to observe what you're absorbing, what are you listening to, what you're reading, what are the people you hang out with. Does this align with the results you want? That's it. If it doesn't, I'm not saying you have to completely cancel people from your life, but start hanging more with the people who already achieve what you want to achieve, and then you'll see the difference. So that's your next step for today. Notice what you're absorbing, and when you notice, ask the question, is this gonna help me achieving what I want or not? If not, let's go and absorb something different. That's all I have to say for today. Ciao.